All right, just taking a quick look at this Hugoai LED table lamp. So this is interesting. This is something that you might want to consider, if you want just a little bit of ambient light in a room, right? So it goes from 6 watts to 1 watt. We'll talk about all the specs, all the details here, but the big feature to me is that the fact that it goes, as you can see here in this picture, is that it has not just the color adjustment. A lot of these have color adjustment, but it's this one here. You can change the color temperature of the white color. This is the big thing. And you can change the brightness, kind of like infinitely adjustable brightness on each of these, so that's daylight, that's just like a soft light, and that's like an amber light. And the dimmest setting gets like really dim too. This is something not all of them do. If you want just a little bit of light, this thing will do it. And it's like it uses like 1 watt at the lowest setting as well, which is great because if you also want to use this thing for like emergency situations or camping or something like that, you got a little power station, power bank, some kind of little battery that could power this thing. 1 watt on low, like 5 watts on high, right? I mean, you just get a ton of runtime with that. 4000K, if you're seeing these numbers, that's what that is. That's like daylight. 3000K, that's like the soft light, the medium setting. So that's just like when you want to relax. And then 2000K, that's like when you're getting ready for bed, right? That's kind of like a orangish, amberish, candlelight color. Really just an awesome setting. And again, you can infinitely adjust these. And the thing is, too, if you're using this kind of like, day in and day out, always remembers your last setting. That's a big thing, right? You don't want to just turn it on and then have to change it to your favorite setting every time. It'll remember which one you used last, and that's even if you unplug it. Okay, so that's the big thing. Not all of these have that. Now, the downside of this product is if you want to use it for the different colors, the actual colors here, the downside is that there's no brightness adjustment with the colors. So it's kind of just like max brightness or close to max brightness for each of the colors. That's it. So if you want like a dim green and then you want like a bright blue, you can't do that. It's just one brightness setting for the colors. So if you want to do that, look at a different model, basically. As I said, the standout feature here is the color temperatures for the white color. Now, what's interesting about the control panel on top here is we do get this rotary dial. So you just spin this with your finger, either way to kind of to make it brighter or to make it dimmer if you're in the white color modes, or to change the color, of the colors. And then this button here on the left side, that's the color temperature for the white colors. So the 2000K, 3000K, 4000K, yes, we do get a USB-C cable. Now, one thing to know with this is the only model that they currently sell requires the USB-C cable to be plugged in. There's no battery. Now, they used to sell a battery model, which was just totally awesome because it would give you independence. You could just kind of move the thing around, wherever you wanted. Now, obviously, the battery didn't last, super long time, so it was kind of limited, but still, it would give you that freedom if you just need a little bit of light somewhere. So yeah, I don't understand why they don't still offer that. And one thing to note with that too is if you're kind of looking at the top part of this, the panel here, this ring that's kind of in the center there, that was the charging light. It actually lit up. So if you were charging it, it lit up red. And then when it was done charging, it lit up green. So if you're looking at that model thinking, well, what is this? What is that for? What is that detail for? Because it doesn't do anything on the model that requires the USB-C to always be plugged in, no battery, right? And then we do get a timer mode. They're calling this night light mode. Basically, it's this button here. You just hit the timer. It's going to go to that soft orange light, and then it'll just shut off in 30 minutes. So again, great for when you're going to bed. So one thing to note is that they used to have a white model as well, where basically, as you see here, the base and the top was white. But the only one they have, I guess, the only one they're selling now is the gray model. So it's gray, and there's no battery, so it always has to be plugged in. So they used to have the different colors and with battery or without battery. So I don't know what's going on here. So since you don't have a choice of how it looks, you only get the gray. You can actually use this feature that Amazon has, and if you haven't checked this out, it's pretty cool. Their showroom feature. So here's here's the gray lamp right there. And so basically you can just kind of customize this showroom, they call it, to try to match it to what you have at home, right? So if you want to change the wall color, you just do that, If you want to change, say you got like wood floor, boom, you know, there you go. And then you can even swap some of the decorations here, right? So say you don't like this chair, right? Say maybe you have a different chair. You know, maybe you just have a standard office chair. You know, you can kind of get an idea for how this thing, you know, maybe you don't like this rug either. You know, you can kind of get an idea of how this little lamp is going to look in your room. Yeah, so hopefully you just kind of found this helpful, this quick overview of this Hugoai table lamp, LED table lamp, infinitely adjustable. And yeah, thanks for watching.